4th of July is coming around the corner, and if you're struggling with niche ideas, then in this video, I'm going to bring you 18 niche ideas that you could add into your Etsy shop for 4th of July. So let's just get right into it. Number 1 is family matching shirts. Again, this niche is great because you can literally get somebody to come and buy multiples, meaning you get to increase your order value. So instead of like somebody coming in and buying like one t-shirt or even a sweatshirt, whatever it is that you're adding, they can buy 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one is great with like if somebody's celebrating like the first, 4th of July, or they're having like a family, 4th of July celebration, gathering, however you want to go about it. But family shirts are great to add for this holiday. Number 2 are nurses. Look, nurses have to work holidays, and what better way than to show up to work wearing something super cute that's like, patriotic and that screams 4th of July, but that you can combine it with whatever they work, whether they're a pediatric nurse or a NICU nurse or a labor and delivery nurse or an emergency nurse. So the key for this, nurse 4th of July items is to go really specific and target specific types of nurses. Number 3 is teachers. Again, teachers are a great niche to target, especially if you go real specific into like maybe the type of like grade level teacher that they are, or the type of subject that they teach. And again, maybe, summer, so maybe they're out of school, but maybe they're teaching summer school, but maybe they just want to wear this, wherever they go around the house. So it doesn't matter if maybe school was not in session. Teachers are always a great niche to target. Number 4 is the Christian niche. Again, this niche is lucrative. Like you can make a lot of money. I mean, you can make a lot of money with all these niches, but with this one, it's great because you can make it about like freedom and Jesus, or, free and Jesus. You can come up with so many clever phrases. Just always make sure that you're checking that they're not trademarked. But the Christian niche is a great niche to target for 4th of July. Number 5 is kid shirts. When I was doing research for like 4th of July, there were so many kid shirts that were coming up that I had to add it into this niche idea. And with this one, you can go so many different angles because you can make it about something funny, or it can be like about like a birthday celebration, or it could be like a name, anything that just adds like a 4th of July twist to it and is for a child. And when I mean like a child, I mean like I'm talking about like a baby all the way to maybe like, I don't know, like a teenager, but like you can incorporate any type of child into this design. And again, you can even turn it into like maybe like siblings or cousins. Again, turn it into like a whole group listing, and you can increase your order value like this and end up making more money. Number 6 is anything patriotic. Of course, the 4th of July is about Independence Day. So what better way than to create a shirt or a sweatshirt or a mug, whatever it is that you're selling, about, being free and being brave. Anything that symbolizes being independence or being independent, having freedom, is a great niche, or it's a great idea to target because it's literally talking about what 4th of July is about. Number 7 is elections. And I had to put this one out here because we are going into like an election year. And what better way to kind of like match like, freedom, Independence Day with election. Again, with this one, I will be really careful with like when you're talking about people's names and certain phrases, because you're going into like, copywriting and trademark. But I had to talk about it just because we are going into election day, and I feel like it will match really well with also 4th of July. Number 8 is Western. Again, guys, the Western theme, vibe, however you want to call it, has been here for a minute, and I don't think it's going anywhere. So I had to talk about it because there's so many twists and things that you can do with this one. Like you can even combine it with other niches. So I have to talk about the Western niche. Number 9 is skeletons. Again, a lot of people think that skeletons are only for Halloween, but people that love skeletons will buy them all year. And they're also like a great niche that you can go pretty clever and pretty funny with the type of skeletons that you can even combine with some of the other niches that I talked about. Number 10 is coquette. I don't know if you heard about this niche yet, but it's kind of has been trickling and slowly been booming. And I've actually added it into my shop recently, and I've already have seen some sales. So the thing about this niche is like the more specific you can go with it, the better. So if you're not familiar with what coquette is, it's pretty much just like this soft, like soft girl, like girly, like a lot of pinks and reds and like fruits like strawberries and like little bunnies like bears. So like really soft. Like obviously you can combine it with like 4th of July colors like blues and red, but a lot of it is also a lot of like bows. So this is a great niche that you can literally combine with like so many of the other niches. But I had to talk about it because I feel like there's literally gonna be an explosion on this niche. There's already like a handful of best sellers, but it's not like fully exploded, that I feel like if you can get into it right now, you can see some traction. Number 11 is like matching mommy and me, auntie and me, grandma and me. I feel like this ones do well like all the time. And again, it's a great way to increase, you know, your orders because it's a group item. It's like they're gonna come in and like at least buy 2 items. So again, this one you can also spin it like really funny, clever. There's so many different angles you can go about it, but I had to mention it. Number 12 is pets. When I'm talking about pets, dogs, cats, whatever it is that you consider a pet, but especially dogs and cats, like dog people are like, and cat people, they love their pets so much that like if you can do a spin, you know, with the 4th of July, this is a really amazing niche to get into. Number 13 is this whole like, I mean, it's not truly like a niche, but I've seen it a lot when I was doing research, so I had to talk about it. And like this whole like red, white, and bougie, red, white, and I don't know, whatever it is that you want to do at the end, you can get so clever with it. There's so many funny things you can do. You can also even like make it like a family shirt, a group, like any type of group shirt, couple shirts. Even this could be like a mommy and me. There's so many different angles that you can go at it with this one that I had to bring it up. Number 14 is funny couple shirts. Again, couple shirts do really well, but if you can make them funny, it's even better. So I have to bring them up again because you can do so many clever things with this one for 4th of July. Number 15 is bachelorette shirts. Again, there's going to be a ton of people doing their bachelorette parties on 4th of July. So what better way than to like add, you know, 4th of July theme bachelorette, you know, parties, because these people are going to come and they're going to buy 1, 2, 3 plus items at a time from you. And if you're needing some bachelor party, you know, ideas or niche ideas, I'm going to be linking a video in the description because I made a whole video about this niche. Number 16 is pregnancy announcements. Again, pregnancy announcements are big and a lot of people announce that they're pregnant on holidays. So again, I had to mention it. And if you're needing, you know, more specific like pregnancy announcement, like niche ideas, I'm going to be linking a video in the description because I also made a video specific about this niche. Number 17, because 4th of July falls into like, you know, right when summer is, like adding things like, you know, popsicles and ice cream and hot dogs and grills, anything related with like summer will be really great for this niche. I saw when I was doing research, I saw a lot of like graphics that had to do with like popsicles and ice cream and hot dogs, watermelons, like, you know, lemonade. So things that are really like summery, you know, that you can combine with like 4th of July will also do really well. Number 18 is personalized items. Again, I had to talk about this niche because when I was doing research, I also saw a lot of personalization. And this one is great because you can even combine this one with any of the other niches that I mentioned, like personalization and bachelor, you know, parties, personalization and pregnancy announcement, personalization and nurses. So this one is great because it will give you like an extra layer to stand out when you're creating your 4th of July designs. And again, all of these are just ideas, but if I was going to target them, I would literally just focus on 2 to 3 max at a time. I wouldn't go and try to add all 18 of them because you're not gonna see any traction. The way to do holidays is to really go specific into like a niche and really go hard into that niche and add so many different design variations for that niche. If you already have a niche that works for you, try to see if you can add 4th of July designs to that, you know, those niches that are already working for you because you already have traction. But I wouldn't just go into my shop right now and add all these different niches and then sit back and then wonder why you're not getting any sales, because it doesn't work like that. Because again, you really have to go and study that niche and really have to figure out what does well, what doesn't do well in that niche. So I strongly suggest you that you really just look at this list as like, you know, a way for you to have ideas, and then you can either, you know, use 2 or 3 of them, or you can use none. I'm just doing this video just to give you some more ideas of niches that you can incorporate for the holidays. So again, if you still are struggling with how to even find niches that you're not only passionate about, but they also can be profitable, then I'm going to be linking this video next, because on that video, I literally give you like a whole like walkthrough of how to find niches that will work best for me. See you on the next one.